Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So what was this? What was this? What even? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a tutorial on this makeup look here, this emerald and gold situation basically. So if you want to know how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Oh my god. Hola! So I'm just going to do a makeup look today using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. As I mentioned in yesterday's tutorial, this is my all-time favourite palette. So I'm just using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. I know whenever it first came out there was so much hype over it, the fact that it just wasn't very liked, it just wasn't very popular, and my breakout still hasn't gone yet, but it's brought along a couple of friends. Every time I've used this palette, I've always used it with another palette, but I think today I'm just going to use just only this palette here. So it should be interesting to see how I actually get on with this palette just using this palette by itself. As you can see by the palette, I have used many shades, so hopefully we don't have a problem with this palette today. I am going to be crossing my fingers, my toes, my eyes, my tongue, my fanny flaps, you name it. It's crossed. So I just hope that this doesn't screw up. So I'm first off just going to take Dawn, just this shade here. I'm just going to use this as my transition. So I definitely think this is one problem people have with this palette. Like if you keep on going in like that, as you can see there is a lot of kickback with this palette. You know, that is a bit of a problem, but I literally just dunked my brush in like twice there. Whenever you're working with a palette like this, you have to work with it basically. If a little goes a long way, use a little of it. Like, don't go crazy, don't use it like every other palette, because not every single palette is the same and is going to work the same and perform the same. So taking nothing on that brush, I'm just going to start by buffing out those edges. Just going to dunk in twice. Just pack that on in the centre and then just blend up the way. The next shade I'm going to take is New Wave, which is this shade here. Again, I'm just going to dunk in twice and that's literally all you need. And so I'm just going to start just on the outer corner and work my way in. I love this palette so much. It's so nice. I just love it. So I'm just going to go into this yellow mustard shade. Oh yes. So as you can see also with this palette, I like to stamp the product stamp the product on first. I don't know why. I'm going to grab it. I thought that was clean. Damn it. So yeah, I'm just going to grab a clean brush. This is just a wee bit stained. I'm going to go into that edge shade again. And I'm just going to run this just at the edge. So it's kind of blending those shadows up into my brow bone. And I'm just going to use the Morphe concealer to cut the crease. I hate doing cut creases. Okay, so I think I've made this cut crease bigger than what I want it to, so I can't go back. I can't turn back from this. Unless I do a double cut crease, which I don't want to do. Okay everyone, so I do apologise, but I am starting again. So unfortunately, I am, where the fuck's my brush? I am having to start again. No big deal. Okay, so let's cut this crease right this time. then I'm just going to take this shade here, Access. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to apply this shade just all over that lid, basically where we cut the crease. Whoa! That was actually harder than you'd think. I had to range between 3 brushes there to like get right up in the corners and perfect it. Oh my god. I'm just going to draw a wing now, nothing too crazy. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Please excuse this inner corner, by the way. I'm going to sort that out once I take this off and start on my face makeup. I'm just going to do a bit of a graphic liner through the crease. The first one is the Rimmel London Ink Me Eye and Body Liner. This is in the shade Gold, so I don't necessarily like the colour of this. It's more of like an antique gold. It has quite a lot of green in it, but I do want something that's kind of like the colour of my earring actually, so that's where this liner comes in. I have used this many times before on my channel for tutorials, and unfortunately you cannot get this liner anymore. It is so frustrating and I do feel guilty using it, but at the same time it's like, I like it. You might be able to find it somewhere, I'm not too sure. But it is the NYC Metallic Eyeliner and it is in the shade Liquid Gold. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with this liner first. I also just go in with the Rimmel one first because it has got a very, very fine tip. Just a great sweet tool to actually carve out your base, or like your guideline, sorry. Next up, I'm just going to take the NYC liner. That's the eyes done. I'm just going to do my face very quickly because we've all seen me do my face numerous times before. I'm actually going to prime my skin today, so I'm going to use the YSL Blur Primer. I kind of like to just use this primer just mainly in my T-zone area. Whatever excess is left, just spread it out. Going to be mixing 2 foundations. So the first one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Soft Beige. Then I'm going to use the Dior Air Flash Spray foundation, and this is in the shade 201. So I'm first off just going to apply some of the Wet n Wild. Oh my god. It is snowing. See, all day it has been glorious. It's been a glorious day in Ireland and it's now snowing. This is what we have to put up with here. Bipolar weather that doesn't know what it wants to do. Oh, I hope it doesn't lie. I hate snow. Give me any weather at all, but just do not give me snow. And I'm just going to use some of the Dior Air Flash. Just like to give it a bit of a shake first. Next up for concealer, I'm just going to use the Morphe concealer. It's in the shade C1.25. That's actually put me in a really shitty mood now. Oh, it's still snowing. Then to set everything in place, I'm just going to use the Elsie loose setting powder. This is in the shade Light Medium. So I think I might actually do a wee bit of baking today. Baking my face, not cakes. Although recently I've actually started to bake like brownies and stuff. and 15's is the only thing I've started baking so far, but I really actually enjoyed it. And I'm just going to grab that brush and just dust that off. Usually whenever I'm baking, whenever I say I'm baking, like I don't actually bake for that long, to be honest. And then just whatever is left on the brush, I just like to slap on my forehead. I've actually just realised that I'm using quite expensive makeup today, because for highlight I'm going to use my Anastasia Amazing highlight. It's definitely a nice highlight, but I don't know, I have nicer. I can't stay away from my Colourpop one, honestly. It's a problem. So I'm just going to go in with a wee bit of Flexitarian Shock, just to give it a pop of something that is more like it. Colourpop has honestly ruined me. Anytime I try a new highlighter now, it's like, nope. You know, nothing compares to Flexitarian, in my opinion. I'm just going to use a blusher I've never used before, and this is from Tarte, and this is their Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Bikini Bottoms. So it's just a really nice pink shade. Then to bronze the skin, I'm just going to use the Urban Decay Beached Bronze bronzer in the shade Bronzed. What? It's still snowing and it's lying. That's not on. That's ridiculous, that. It's a conspiracy. And then I'm going to take this bronzer and I'm going to do a wee bit of slight soft nose contour. Before I finish off the eyes, I'm going to do my lips. So I'm just going to use my Primark combination. So the Primark lip liner in Toffee and the Primark lipstick in Almost There. I'm just going to apply a gloss on top of that. I'm going to use the Holly Bennett gloss in Can't Deal. I always struggle with the lower lash line, I don't know why. I always just end up being like, meh, whatever, so basic. So going into the Subculture palette again, I'm just going to take Access again. I'm going to take that just on like a wee packing brush so I can get really tight up into that lower lash line. Okay, so I think that's all I'm actually going to do for the eyes. So what do you think? So all the products that I did use in today's tutorial will be down in the description box below, listed there along with my Snapchat, my Instagram and my Twitter, so make sure to follow me on those. And do add me on Snapchat, because Snapchat is where you can really keep up to date with like my filming schedule and like looks that I've like filmed and stuff. Like for example, I probably won't upload this until tomorrow, but my Snapchat fam will probably see this right after I film this video, because I will probably be taking pictures of myself. So do add me on Snapchat to keep up to date with when I'm filming, when I'm uploading, what I've filmed, etc, etc. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I hope to see you all in my next one.